What's good? It's your boy YK The Truth Boxing, and I'm back with another one of those dope boxing videos. So now your boy Boots admits that he went to help Canelo spar for Bud Crawford. He slipped up, right? He tried to make it like he was out there to help himself.
What's your thoughts on the backlash, though?
I ain't gonna lie, I really don't care. I ain't gonna lie, I went out there not only to help, not help, but I went out there not only to help, not help, but I went out there for myself, basically. Like, to start my first 2 weeks off of camp out in where we was at, with the elevation and all that. That was
a bullshit, a bullshit, a bullshit, a bullshit.
But he had a Freudian slip. He said, I went out there to help. Then he tries to clear it up and be like, nah, actually, I went out there for myself. How you went out there for yourself when you kept saying in an interview that you was going out there to have fun? You went out there to have fun. You was fishing. You was doing all of that. Be honest. You went out there to help Canelo because you don't like Bud Crawford. That's why you went out there. My enemy's enemy is my friend. Remember? That is the saying. So you went out there to help Canelo stop Bud Crawford from being great. Because you have a hatred for Bud Crawford. And you want to be as great as Bud Crawford. Because if Bud beats Canelo, then he's going to be the one who's 3 times undisputed. And then what about little old Boots? You will always be in Crawford's shadows, trying to chase him and chase his record and basically be a Bud 2.0. So how could you stop that? Wow, I'm a switch hitter. Let me go and prepare Canelo for Bud Crawford, to stop Bud Crawford from being great. Even though this is a cultural fight. This is black versus Mexicans. I don't care what y'all say. The Mexicans are sticking on code. They are on code. I've heard them say La Raza for the race. They say this all the time. So don't tell me, don't come in my comment section talking about this is about boxing. This is not about race. When all Canelo does is yell Mexico, yell La Raza. So clearly, Boots hated on Bud. And when you hate on a person, you don't shine. You do not shine. And I won't be surprised if he get the same thing that happened to Keyshawn Davis for hating on Devin Haney. Remember when Keyshawn was caping for Ryan, calling Haney the B word because he was suing for being cheated? Remember that? Or saying that it wasn't enough Osterin to block a left hook. Remember all that? Well, Keyshawn got his karma. You see what happened to Keyshawn? Now, was the same thing going to happen to Jaron tune-up Ennis? Jaron, Canelo's sparring partner, Ennis. I won't be surprised if Boots walked Canelo to the ring while holding his belts. I will not be surprised. So as you can see, Boots slipped up and said he went to help Canelo. He went to help Canelo beat a brother, a black brother at that. No matter what issues me and my brother have with each other, I'm not going to go out and help somebody come and defeat my brother. We don't have unity today. So you see he slipped up. He said it's about fun. It's about fun. And he really don't care about what people think. He really don't care about what his fans think. He really don't care about the culture. It's about helping Canelo beat Bud because I don't want Bud to be great. Because if Bud is greater than me, how is that? What is that going to do for me? How is that going to help me if Bud is the one that's 3 times undisputed? I will always be chasing in Bud's shadows. So this is why Boots helped Canelo as he slipped up and said, so leave in the comments how you feel about this. Is Boots a sellout? Do you think we're tripping and we're race fans, even though you guys scream La Raza, even though when I go to the fight, I'm going to see thousands and thousands of Mexican flags, right? If it's about boxing, why don't you guys leave those flags home if it's just about boxing, right? So just leave your opinions. Let me know how you feel. With that being said, it's your boy YK The Truth, and I'm out. Peace.